Hey there, YouTube. I'm stuck in the past. And, well, we did our first little bit of baling this year, but it didn't really go exactly as planned. So, we got a lot of the processes done. We got all the cutting done, and then we raked everything, and we even had to double rake it because it got a little bit too moist. And then disaster struck about 3/4 of the way of cutting, and the baler stopped nodding. So as you can tell, we're back in the shop, 22 miles away from the field. So this is the culprit right here. All of a sudden it stopped nodding, and it happened all as soon as I started onto the new thread. Well, string, twine, whatever you want to call it. I think the fatal flaw comes from ignorance. I didn't realize there was such a big difference in twine. This particular twine is, I believe, 16 or 17,000. That's the number on it, and I'm not sure exactly what that equates to yet. Well, what I was running before it was this 9,000 stuff. Maybe somebody in the comments can explain to me exactly the difference. I know it has to do with twine diameter though, and I can show you because I've got some of the old stuff in here still. This is what the 9,000 looks like. It's a little frayed because it's kind of been messed with, but you can see how much thicker it is compared to this stuff. So as soon as it made the transition, my nodder went all wacky, and then we ended up having nothing but issues. So after doing some adjustments on the nodder, we think we have it back. So the next step is going to be to try to run some test bales in it. So what we're probably going to do is end up taking a round bale and deconstructing it and just feeding it in and making sure that it runs right. So that'll be what we do next, but until then, you can check out some of the footage I got from our first real baling of the year. You know, I got some cutting done, raking, and there is even some baling footage, so please tune in. So with all the cutting out of the way, now I move on to raking. This is after a day or so of curing so that it's nice and dry. So what we do here is we actually get all the hay raked up into a row so that the baler can pick it up into its pickup here, the feeder, and run it through the system. And here we are again baling, and it all went really well until that fateful string transition, and then it all went the way it did. But we did end up making about 450 bales to the rough estimate until, of course, the string transition. But here's some footage of it anyway. So tune in for the next one, probably when we're testing this old girl out. This has been stuck in the past. Hopefully next time we will run a little bit more smoothly. We'll see you then.